What's up, folks? I'm back with another reaction, back with some more Duran Duran. We're going back to their 2000 album, Pop Trash. I was interested. I remembered before I got this album that there were at least a couple Duran fans out there who were saying that this is a cool album and that, you know, it's definitely worth a look, but I was a little surprised, and not in a negative way. I'm just curious to hear the way in which different Duran fans appreciate to more or lesser degrees the different albums, the different songs. And it does seem there are a number of you who say that, like, you know, look, there's still some cool songs on here, but generally speaking, a lot of Duran fans don't rate this very highly. It's one of their lower rated albums. So yeah, you know, it's interesting to think about that as I begin to go through it in earnest, but regardless, we are going to check it out. So shout out to those of you who are still willing to check out the reactions. But yeah, we're up to the second tune, which is called Lava Lamp. Obviously, lava lamps are sort of associated with, you know, hippie kind of counterculture musical scenes and so on. They were eventually sort of a very you know, widespread commodity that even people who weren't part of that sort of cultural movement eventually embraced for domestic dressing of their house, and also I think it sort of speaks to a certain type of light, a certain type of, you know, whether it's ultraviolet or at least, you know, it's like multicolored where you turn off the other like regular like white expansive lights. I think it suggests another sort of tone poem where we're talking about colors and variations of light and so on, which, as I keep saying as I react to Duran tunes and lyrics by Simon Le Bon, that it does seem like a huge part of the way he sees the world is in terms of like gradations of light and applications of color as it relates to concepts and people and events as they transpire. So yeah, that does stick out as I think of the term lava lamp. So we'll have to see how it manifests specifically, and doesn't necessarily suggest any particular sonic atmosphere. Maybe something that's sort of, you know, wavy and almost psychedelic, but you know, might not have anything to do with that either sonically or lyrically. We'll have to see. But let's get to it. This is Duran Duran, Lava Lamp, on their 2000 album Pop Trash. Percussion is very like, you know, an energetic sort of popping pop tune. I like that bell. Sounds like a song that would be in like the opening credits of a movie or a TV show. That bell is like really standing out. Silhouette. Like the blockage of light, but the absence of detail. It's the flip side to a shadow, right? That kind of, the way the guitar just hangs at that. I can't not hear that bell. Talking about volcanoes, lava lamps could be less about the consumer item and more as like a metaphor. I like that sequencing, I like that progression. Maybe it's possible. I heard it, you know, 20 years ago, but this kind of this main part, like it feels very familiar. By the way, we have a saxophone just gracing the world with its sonorous contribution. At least that's what it sounded like. I'm pretty sure that was the sax, right? I loved her what? Like the bass there. I like the sonic blending in this part. Sort of like a Near Eastern, like it wasn't a sitar, but it is a sitar, yeah. I was like, it's not a sitar, but wait, it is a sitar. So is that Warren? Someone mentioned Warren plays sitar, right? Is that Warren? If it is, shout out to Warren. Stars are cool. Obviously, you know, the way in which you use it, you know, depending on the type of album you're going to make, I don't think you can overuse it before it's sort of like diminishing returns, but in the right place and in the, you know, the right idiom, I think it can really work well, and that was fantastic. So yeah, if that is Warren, shout out to Warren, and just shout out to the composition. There were a couple moments that I really enjoyed, like the progression of the track. As I said, the kind of main instrumental riff of the tune sounds really familiar. I don't know if it's because I have actually heard this on the radio at some point back then, or whether it's reminding me of another tune that kind of has a groove like that, so I'm not sure. But yeah, it was cool. You know, maybe I didn't enjoy that quite as much as the opening tune, which I should mention, I paid a little closer attention. And the first track, Someone Else Not Me, I very much did enjoy that. And the final two tracks on here are Someone Else Not Me in Spanish and Someone Else Not Me in French. So I assume that this is like an extended track list, because like I said, it's a brand new reissue. It just came out, so like I said, I think, I don't know, but I would guess that like the original release of the record did not have all three versions of Someone Else Not Me. But yeah, this one does. It has 15 tunes, so yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing that. Shout out to Mary. She said the version in Spanish is particularly good, so I'm looking forward to hearing that. But yeah, the next one will be Playing with Uranium, to which I say my uranium. Yeah, I we'll have to see what that's about, but obviously, something that is radioactive, emits particles over time, which are very energetic, and can cause, interactions with other molecules. So, perhaps that'll be sort of an atomic metaphor. We'll have to see. But yeah, Playing with Uranium is a very interesting title. So I'm interested to get to that one. Let me know what you think about this Lava Lamp. And yeah, oh, in fact, I noticed the tune after Playing with Uranium is Hallucinating Elvis, and there were a couple of you that mentioned, even a couple of you who I think are not particularly fond of the album, you said, you know what, that is an interesting tune, so be keen to hear what that one's about. But yeah, let me know what you think. Other than that, I will see you next time. Peace.